my brush thoroughly. And get a tissue ready. Get a tissue ready because you may want to pick up some excess color. So I'm going to come in and just put in a little bit of my area of tree back here. Now notice how I'm using this brush. Let me add a little more. I've got a lot of green in there. Let me get a little more blue out because I don't want it to look that green. I want it to look more blue than green. So let me just redo my colors there. I want this color to be soft and in the distance. I'm just stamping. See how I'm doing that? I'm going to take my tissue and lighten that area a little bit because I want it to be further away. I don't want it to be up close. Just stamping in the color. I'm doing just some area where there's some distant evergreen trees, and they're going to have to be very light because I want those farther away. Now, it takes a minute to put these in, but it's worth taking the time and doing it correctly. I'm going to switch to my script brush, and I'm going to put in some tops to these area of trees. I'm going to have a couple of the trees go right out of the frame up here. And again, it's going to be in the distance, so I want to keep this nice and light. This is a lot of fun. And then I'll come in and I'll do a little spray in here with some color just to give it more of a misty look, or a lost and found, I call it, look up in this area here. These are trees, and in front are going to be some darker trees. Take my brush, again a little bit more of the light pale color going in. And again, if it gets too dark, you can always come in and lighten it with a tissue. Always keep your tissues in one hand and your brush in the other, and you'll be safe that way. Don't have all your trees the same height now. Have them different heights. Make your trees interesting. In other words, don't have them look like the ones in the tree lots at the holiday seasons. So you want to keep them nice and interesting. Keep it nice and light. Push it back. In other words, by lightening it, it pushes it back into the distance. And that's what we're looking for there. A couple of more areas and then we'll have it. See how much darker this one is? Well, I'll just come in and lighten it by using a tissue, and that will push it back farther. So we've got some tree area there in the distance. All right, that accomplished what I wanted there. So I've got some distant trees here, and what I might do is just come in and put just a little bit more detail on a couple of those, just to make them a little more interesting. I'll make a couple just maybe a little darker to give the illusion that they might be just a little closer to me. In a couple areas, not many, but just a couple of them. This is fun to do. Have a little fun. Experiment with these, and you'll enjoy it.